Why, hello everyone, and Happy New Year! I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, here on the channel, Voice of the Rings, as always, my friends. Today I just wanted to give you, again, a Happy New Year for a 2025 video, and I want to talk a little bit about the channel for fun, and get us going, and tell you some of my goals as a content creator for you guys here on the channel, what our goals will be. Alright, so one thing that you always know is that we focus on Lord of the Rings Tolkien content, right? And we're always focusing on you guys are having fun and I'm having fun. That's one of our big goals and aims here on the channel. Alright, so one thing I'm going to focus on more this year than I did in the previous year, at least at the end, is I'm really going to focus on what I feel like making for you guys. If I really want to make my voiceover series, my LOTRO Tale series, but I have like a list of things that I want to make this guide and that guide, or do this or do that video. If I feel like making the voiceover series, I'm going to make the voiceover series for you. So I'm going to be working on things like that for myself, because sometimes they tend to, you put a list down, which, by the way, give me your ideas still. I still write stuff down for ideas for the list, because sometimes I feel inspired, and I'll pick something off the list that I want to do, and I'll make it. But also, it can sometimes tend to give you that kind of like creative writer's block, even though in this case it would be more of creator talking block. It's a bad joke. Okay, but it kind of like sometimes can cause you to have like a, I don't know if I want to, oh, I got to get on and get ready and make some videos, and oh, I need to get that done. I'm going to do what really makes me want to get onto the computer and make the content for you guys. Which, again, my channel. I make videos constantly. I do streams constantly. I love that stuff. We're going to continue all of the stuff with doing live streams and events together. I am going to do a few more streams where it's just me streaming things, where I did in the past, like a tour where I'd bring you through locations, or a certain new game I want to cover, or something like that. I'm going to do some more of that occasionally, because I really enjoy that, but it doesn't mean we're going to stop any of the kinship event things. I have some great officers who are helping out, and I would not be able to do as many events as it wasn't for the, 5 of them. There's 3, again, we won't go through mentioning everyone's names, but you know who you are. You can see, I give them credit when we do the streams. So anyway, so those are the goals. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And today what we're going to do is, for this video, for a few minutes for fun, is we're going to walk around the Shire. You can already hear the background sounds, the wind, and the music, and yes, that's in the background. But before that, I just want to talk about a few more things. The first video that I'm going to have out after this one here for 2025 will be a LOTRO Tale series, my voiceover series. And then again, I will be doing everything I plan on doing, but again, like I'm explaining, I'm going to do what I feel like making that day. Because sometimes I feel like making a talking video, and I'll talk about a subject. Let's say like the War of the Rohirrim that just came out in December, right? I might want to talk about that more. Maybe I don't feel like talking about that one day, so I'll work on a guide playlist, right? Or maybe I want to do a LOTRO voiceover series playlist. Or maybe I want to randomly stream on a weekday some other game, right, that I want to do. Again, one thing I always try to focus on this channel is we're kind of sticking closer to Tolkien or Dwarven things, because, I'd also like to make more LOTRO collectible reviews soon. So I'm going to be working on that as well. But again, I'm going to do them when I feel like making them, when I feel inspired to make them. Otherwise, I'm just going to be making lots of great content for you guys of the voiceover series, or streams, or tours, or whatever I kind of feel like in the day. I'm thinking I'd like to do another playthrough of the Return to Moria, now with all the massive amounts of updates they've done. Like a brand new series where I have all this knowledge of the game, and I just play through it with episodes too, or live streams. That's going to come down to what I feel like. Sometimes it's more fun for me in the moment to do a live stream. Sometimes it's more fun to make it a video. And I know you guys are so great and supportive, you just want to have content to watch. So that's the goal. I always have to keep my bar high, that the content is fun. One thing that I always try to do when I make the content, and is that, what do I think and judge it as? So if I watch it later and go, oh, this was good, I like how I did this. Or if I look at something and I go, oh, that's a little boring right there in the middle, I might redo that next time I make a video like that. Things like that. So I always kind of keep that in mind. And again, I really appreciate your guys' support. One thing about this channel that I really appreciate is that so many of my viewers give me encouraging comments more than the other way around. By the way, I don't mind kind, constructive criticism on things. That's fine. I'll take it into account. But I do have to remember for myself, and I'm sure you guys agree, is that I am the content creator. It is my channel. So I try not to let those things bug me as much. If someone says something and I don't agree fully or something, I'll be like, well, thank you for your opinion. moving on. I'll keep doing it the way I want to do it. Or sometimes I'll see one and I'll go, that's a good point. All right, I will fix that for the next videos, right? So I definitely listen to that, all right? Absolutely. I appreciate it. But again, I have to balance that, right? Otherwise, as the channel gets larger, it'll be harder and harder to please everyone. You're never going to be able to please everybody. That's one thing you have to learn in life, guys, okay? My goal is, though, the majority of you guys are having a good time, and we're all having fun, and I'm having fun, right? That's the goal, and that'll always be the goal. And positivity, enjoying. I want your days to be just a little bit better from my videos and stuff like that, so we can have fun together. That'll always be my goals. So that's about it. That's about it, updating that. I'm going to update a couple things with the voiceoftherings.com. In a week or two, next week or two, I'm going to try to have the calendar updated. Now, again, I'm going to be careful in the future of my channel, too. I'm not, like, making a promise on something like that. Be like, yeah, I'll have it done tomorrow, because I realized that's not how life works, guys. Especially when on the background, in between videos and streams, I'm putting in hours of work too all the time with getting things done. I mean, even before I started this video, I had to take 15-20 minutes just turning on my lights. You know, Christmas just happened, New Year's, all this stuff. I had to clean up my room, move wrapping, you know, things like that. So there's always like these little extra things that take up time when you're doing anything in your life. Of course, I'm sure all of you can attest to this. You know, you're gonna have a party and some people come over. You spend 2 hours cleaning your house, right? There's always gonna be these other time things that add in, that are outside the main event, which in the case of the channel would be a video or stream, right? All right, well, anyway, enough of that. We're gonna walk around the Shire today. All right, so let's switch over to the Shire thing. And again, I would love it if you guys wanted to like and subscribe. Be amazing. Follow me on X and Facebook would greatly support the channel. And also join our Discord. Best way to know when things are coming out. And they're all down there. You can also just go to www right there, voiceoftherings.com down there, the link. And again, that's where I will update the calendar with other events later on. With our officers, no obligation to them, right? They have every power to cancel an event. But if they want to have the certain events they've been leading for a few months now, I will label which one they are and what they're called on the calendar, real generically, in case we switch them up a little bit. I don't have to go back in and update the whole calendar every 2 months. But I will probably put a few of those in there too, just so our kinship knows here, the kinship in Lord of the Rings Online. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So that's definitely one thing I'm going to really focus on in this upcoming year, is that I'm enjoying the content in the moment that I want to make in that moment. I want to continue to make all of it. I'm not telling you guys with this video that, oh, I'm going to cut this and cut that, drop this, drop that. My goal is I want to do what I feel like making that day, right? Whether it be guides, whether it be LOTRO Tale, whether it be Return to Moria, whether it be some other game, whether it be streaming with you guys, right? I want to try to do what I feel like doing in that moment, all right? That's what I'm going to try to do. And again, I'm someone, just so everyone knows, I am someone who really pushes myself to make more and more stuff. I'm always thinking about what I'm going to make next, that kind of thing. So it's not like because I'm saying this, oh, I don't feel like making a thing for a week, I'm not going to make a thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to make content that I feel like in the moment, right? Doing that it sounds fun to me to make a video for you guys or a stream, right? That's what I'm talking about. So again, it's all the same stuff you guys have enjoyed. I'm just going to make sure I'm focusing on that. And again, I feel like in the last 2 or 3 months, I didn't do as many LOTRO Tales as I would have liked to do and things like that, which is kind of like some of my core original content that I made. So I'm going to work on that a little bit more this year because it's fun. And it's very easy for me to make LOTRO Tale series and do voiceovers and talking. As long as I'm not sick, right? It's great. My voice is here. Sweet. All right. We're popping over to look at some LOTRO. Alrighty, here we are in the Lord of the Rings Online at the party tree in the beautiful Shire of Middle-earth. Oh, it's glorious. Oh my gosh, it's so glorious. We're gonna walk around for a few minutes to finish this video. That's what I feel like doing. So we're gonna walk around here in the Shire. We're gonna look at things. This will sort of be like a tour, but not really, because it's not gonna be an hour of a whole area. So. But yes, again, happy 2025 to everyone. It's going to be a great year. We're going to have lots of fun. Thank you again for we hit 10,000 people who have subscribed to the channel. At the time of me making this little 2025 video, we're actually at 10,180 almost, I think. And so literally 2 weeks later, and there's almost 200 more of you, so welcome to our other 200. It is this is great game, Lord of the Rings Online. So I'm excited to see where the channel will go in the next few years, and I'm excited to keep growing our community here on Lord of the Rings, this Lord of the Rings channel. And whether that be you're playing with us in the game Lord of the Rings Online, or you're someone who plays Return to Moria with us, or, you know, if you're someone who plays Rise to War, or any of the other Lord of the Rings games, or you're just here to be part of this channel, Voice of the Rings, which I appreciate greatly. This year, too, again, I've told you my goals. I would love to do a couple lore videos in my own style. I talked about that a lot over the last year. And I am going to try to do that. But again, I only want to do it if I feel like making them, because if I don't feel like making them and I'm not putting my full heart into something, I don't want it. I want the quality to be the best, but I also don't want that to hold me back from never making videos. So there's a fine balance to that, right? It's a fine balance in life, right? You don't want to be like, oh, I'm afraid to make something, blah, blah. I'm not, by the way. I'm not afraid of that. But my point is, you don't want to like say, oh, I want to be at my very best, so I have to really feel like it. If you do that too much, and you never just put it out there and try, you'll never get it done, right? You'll forever never have it done. So that's not my goal. I am going to try to make it at a certain point, but I have to feel some kind of readiness to do that. I already have an idea of how I want to do my lore videos here on this channel, and I may have several types of how I do lore videos. I may try an experiment in a couple different kinds. So you guys are going to have fun as my viewers, because you're going to get to see a couple different renditions of styles. That's my goal. So this is fun to kind of have just a talk while we walk around in the Shire. I like this. This is good. Did you think of this, Zollin? My character, not me. But yes, it's just absolutely beautiful. I love the clouds in this game, too. The clouds are fantastic. Such a great game. Some cool new things coming out for Lord of the Rings Online. We're going to be getting the legendary... Or, sorry, not legendary. Excuse me. Those are out. Some new regular servers that are 64-bit. So I assume from what I've heard, it's not going to be direct updates. I'm going to hold this with a grain of salt, okay? Because I'm going to ask the devs a little bit about this. But what is the idea? So I think they're going to open up new regular servers at 64-bit. And then people will be able to move there for free, I think, is what's going to happen. So if that happens, okay, guys, if there's a big if, because we might... It relies on two things. If they're going to make it free to move over to them whenever for the next, 2 years, I may want to stall, because I may want to make sure that it's all running good, right, before we move our entire kinship there. So gone through the testing period. Now, granted, remember, they've been doing that with the legendary servers. So they've already been testing them, right, and checking things. And by the way, they do work really, really nice. It's pretty much the same exact game, right? It's just... the server client is faster. So things that load in the distance, combat, different things, it really helps with that. I've already played in Ledger server. You've seen some of my streams. It's very nice. There's the tree that is above Bag Ends. Very nice. Yeah, so that is something that I'm thinking about. If we do end up moving over there, all of us, I will give you guys weeks heads up, and I will spam it on everything. No, I won't spam you, I promise. But I will post a lot and make a few videos warning you guys, we're gonna move to this server. Everybody move your characters. But if we have a small amount of time before having to move there, I will let you all know. But again, I want to talk to the devs and the details about that before we make any decisions on that. So no rushing, no worries. Let's not make that a stressful thing. You guys know me here on this channel. I like to keep things peaceful and fun. And with our kinship, I love to be no stress, no drama. We're just having lots of fun. Everyone is welcome, no matter if you are a veteran player, again, like myself here in LOTRO, been playing since the very beginning, raiding, player versus monster player, all that stuff. Or if you're brand new, you just installed the game yesterday. You're all welcome to join us. We're on the server CrickHollow right now at the time you're making this video. To join us, you can make your character on then play with us, because it may be several months. It may be before those legendary servers are a thing, so don't wait for that. Go ahead and make your character on CrickHollow if you want to play with us. And then we'll be able to most likely move everything for free if we end up deciding to do that. I will be the overall decider, but I will talk to you as like my kinship and aka guild. But in Lord of the Rings Online, we call it a kinship, just so everyone knows watching who might be from another game joining us. So welcome. Again, this game is beyond awesome. I really love this game. The fact that it's still on and growing right now and has such a huge community in 2025, that makes me very happy. And I hope as a content creator I can continue to support this game, as in whether it be advertising how good it is or trying to have people come play it with us and check it out, things like that. It's really, really worth it. And the devs are really, really awesome. They're very nice people. They really care about the community. They try really hard to make things really fun and have new stuff come out. They're great. They're great. But let's go ahead and walk through Hobbit Bywater here. So here is the... We really need help, friend. Thank you. Of course. Happy to help. Here we are. Bywater Bridge. Yeah, it's so nice. I love the art style in this game too. It's got like it's got that little bit of the drawn cartoony, but also has a little bit of a realism look to it. I love the water and the reflections in this game. It's so cool. And this isn't even in the newest water in the game. There's a fish. You guys see the fish? Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, well, again, Happy New Year, guys and gals. Happy New Year, and we will be having lots more fun on the channel. I pretty much talked about what I wanted to talk about, and I will be making you guys lots of content. That is the goal. I want to thank you very much that the people who support the channel with liking and subscribing. That's free, and follow me on those social medias and stuff, and that's really, really helping me out as a content creator. My goal is I do this full time now, so I am trying to grow at the point where I can be sustainable for my own keeping the lights on. It's a lot of all these lights and the computer running costs a pretty dwarven penny. But I appreciate that very much for all of your support. I also appreciate it when people go above and beyond. If you ever want to check out Patreon, no obligation ever, please. I never want to obligate anyone to do that. And if you do something like that, if you only do it for 1 month and then have to stop, don't ever feel guilty that you had to stop, okay? I understand. It's life, okay? I understand. I was a cook for a while and making minimum wage as a cook, so I understand how every penny matters, okay? And thank you, Red, for being a royal guardian, or guard there, supporting the channel. And thank you guys so much for all your support. The ones that have been supporting for a very long time. Many of you have been supporting for months and months, so thank you so much. Again, that means a lot, and even the littlest amount adds up. It's the best. It really helps support, but as the channel is growing, the monetization goes up, helps support in that way too as well. So either way is wonderful support. Thank you so much for leaving comments, liking, and subscribing, sharing the videos even. I see some of you do that. Appreciate that. So with that, my friends, stay happy. Baruch Hazard Kuzard, I'm at your service and your families, and I will see you in the next episodes for the rest of the year and onward and upward. I think that's from Narnia. That's not really Lord of the Rings, but that's okay. They were good friends, right? All right. We're moving on. All right. Stay happy, my friends. I'll see you in the next one. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.